Hello, comic book fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm your guest host, Lobster Johnson. That pussy Cammy got drunk on 2 beers at a Halloween party last night, so he called me all pathetically. He's like, "Hey, Lobster Johnson, can you please fill in on my podcast?" I was like, whatever. What the fuck do you want? So he gave me these books that he picked for the Pick of the Week and the Fast 5, but in my opinion, it should have gone to Xenoscope's Halloween special. Look at the titties on that chick. Hot damn. I'd kill 1,500 Nazis just to tap that. And she's a cartoon too, so we'd get along. Anyway, according to this, the pick of the week for the Halloween weekend is Detective Comics 858. Now apparently, Beth and Kate, you get a little view of how they were like as children growing up. You got Beth and Kate, they were inseparable, and then, you know, the worst birthday ever pretty much happened, where their dad's always off fighting on wars and shit, because he's a soldier, and they're like, "Mommy, we want chocolate and waffles," or some shit like that. I don't know if they're British, or probably. But anyway, so they're going through, and then they get kidnapped. Mom gets kidnapped, and the kids get kidnapped after their bodyguards shot up. Well, apparently they're getting tortured and killed because these kids are important. Their dad's important, so they, hey, let's go after the kids, you know, this guy. So anyway, they're getting tortured. Kate can't see anything, but when the scuffle happens, she hears all this shit, gunfire, and the bag's taken off over her head. The soldier has her, says, "Don't look, don't worry, you're safe." But her sister's not, and her mom's not. Mom's dead in a chair, tied up with a bullet in her fucking brain. What the fuck kind of shit is this Greg Rucka guy and J.H. Williams writing? If it was up to me, it'd be the Xenoscope Halloween special. But no, we got some depressing shit like this with gorgeous colors from J.H. Williams III. So apparently that's the pick. Didn't do it for me, but hey, Cammy enjoyed it apparently. He's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He's going gaga for this lady. So let's get right into the Fast 5 now. Fast 5. Let's see here. First up we have from Marvel, Dark Reign, The List, Punisher #1. Can Marvel have any fucking longer titles, please? I don't think this one's long enough. But apparently it's written by Rick Remender, art by J.R.J.R. Apparently Osborn has had it up to here with Frank Castle. So he sends up his entire army of goons to take him out. Me personally, I could have taken him with one hand behind my back. That's just how I roll. But apparently it becomes a fight in the sewers with Wolverine and Frank Castle. And apparently they take it up to the rooftop because no one likes fighting down in the stinky sewers. Unless you read New Avengers number 58 that came out this week too. That kind of happens in the sewers as well. But anyway, getting back on track, I personally read this and I was shocked at the end that they killed Frank Castle. Yeah, that's it. I said it. They killed him. Wolverine sliced him and diced him and I did not see it coming. But holy shit, Frank did not go out like a punk-ass bitch. He went out guns blazing on top of his game. So bravo, Mr. Remender, for just totally taking me off guard. But now we're going to see some Franken-Castle shit coming up. Alright, I get it. Marvel, they like their zombies. Now they're going into Frankenstein? Bitch, please. Let's just move along here. Let's move along. Next up, from DC, we have Green Lantern #47. Now, apparently, the Black Lanterns on Ysmalt take out Atrocitus's, how do you say it? Atrocitus's heart. But the guy's so full up with rage that he's still unstoppable. That is my kind of man. Let me tell you, if I liked dick, I would go after that guy. He is one badass dude. He's a bear where I come from. I'm a lobster. No one wants to get around these claws. But hey, you know what I'm saying? So while this is taking place, the Coalition beat and defeat Abin and Aaron. And then Jordan says, hey, I'm going to be in charge now of this little coalition. You listen to me. So apparently really interesting stuff. And this Atrocitus guy wants Larfleeze's lantern at the end because apparently Larfleeze is now a pussy-ass bitch. Like Cammy. Next up, Marvel, Fantastic Four #572. Apparently it's written by this cool cat, Jonathan Hickman, and art by Dale Eaglesham, not Robinson. It's the Reeds versus the Celestials, the Reed of our Earth. Apparently he goes back, retreats, finds some weapons, brings them back, he helps defeat them with the other Reeds. And he leaves the group because solving everything means actually sacrificing everything, and that's not really a part of Reed's game plan. So he decides not to, and just to spend the rest of his days on his universe with his family. Pretty lame shit if you ask me. Next up from Marvel, we have Nova number 30. And it's written by Abnett Lanning and art by Kevin Sharp. Mindless ones who usually go after Doctor Strange and his little shit, they're all full of magic. Well, apparently they're ripping up this Nova vessel, trying to get their leader out. And Nova says, whoa, 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 I deal with the cosmic shit. I went up against motherfucking Galactus and the Silver Surfer. I can't do this magic hocus pocus. So basically, this Marvel's version of Green Lantern decides, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take the World Bind, transport them over on this ship, and from this ship, transport these mindless ones to Ego, the living planet, giving him a headache, making him go, what the fuck, man, this is bad acid trip. So that's what happens, and Nova apparently is the hero. Whatever, Green Lantern, whatever. And finally this week, hold on, I had it here somewhere, we have Invincible presents Adam Eve and Splode number 1. Now, apparently, in this whole big event on Invincible, Splode died. He got killed in action, and everyone always thought of him as that jerk who got with Triplicate. Nice move, my man. But anyway, we get the backstory of where he came from. And guess what? He is one badass motherfucker. He was poor, then he was recruited by this government organization, and then they trained him and then enhanced him, and he was doing little, hit and run jobs. Well, apparently his latest mission was to go blow up the Pentagon, but on his way there, he runs into Adam Eve, and she is one hot box, let me tell you. Too bad she's underage, because I totally tapped that. Who's kidding? I come from the World War II era, I would still tap that. So that's what happens, and I can't wait to see what happens next. The art and story's all great. It's by Benito Serrano, not Robert Kirkman. Robert Kirkman just is behind the scenes doing story editor, which means he said, okay, whatever, make me more money. I'm gonna go do my little zombie fiction or some shit. Sponsors. Okay, well apparently that does it for Cammy's Comic Corner. That fag will be back next week. And I've been your host, Lobster Johnson. If you want any of my cool uniforms and some shit, head on over to www.deadlinegraphics.net. He can make all the good stuff. BPRD, Hellboy, Sir Earl Grey or some shit, Witchfinder, and me, Lobster Johnson. There's only one name that can't be trusted when it comes to comic book t-shirts, and that is deadlinegraphics.net. Also, Rising Sun Creations at RSC-Online have the best of manga, US comic books, and collectible toys imported straight from Japan, all located in one online store and physical store if you're in the Mission Valley area. They have a bunch of great deals going on. If you go to their online website, you can see that they stock Lobster Johnson, they stock Hellboy, they stock BPRD, and they stock Michael Jackson before he died. Get it? Because the play on words. So go on to rsc-online.com today for all your comic book needs. Well, if you want more Cammy's Comic Corner goodness, I guess you could find him at cammyscomiccorner.com, but why would you? I mean, you got me. I'm going to start my own podcast. I'm going to show this punk bitch Cammy what's up. You hear me, Cammy? I'm gunning for you. So when you recover from that 2-beer hangover, I'm going to come out guns blazing, motherfucker, and take your show on the road. It'll be Lobster Johnson's Claw Comic Corner. Something with a claw. I don't know. I'll get it next time. Somewhere in the title. But anyway, this has been Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm your host, Lobster Johnson. And go out and get some candy, and then read some comics, and go kill some Nazis or some shit. Whatever you fuckers do on Halloween. Peace out, bitches!